Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we are going to play as the blue baby, and we're gonna go to either Mother or Delirium, depending on how nice the game is feeling today, build-wise. Hopefully, incredibly kind, because I'd love to get Delirium out of the way with this character. It's been hanging over my head for a while now, and it would be nice to just get some progress in that. It's nice of that enemy to explode next to those fool's gold rocks, because it does give us some extra money to work with. Unfortunately, I then immediately took some damage, which of course is a little bit more difficult to heal back again with this character, due to the whole soul hearts thing. But then, eternal hearts do help out a little bit as well, I suppose, so we'll just take those. That is quite nice. It's an extra heart at some point. Oh my god, okay, I need to... Let's calm down a little bit. Magician, that's alright. Magician, I believe, is pretty much just the effect of the soul, where you briefly just have an aura that makes tears fly away from you, only like a little bit more effective, I believe, as well. So that could be used, actually during Delirium that would be really nice because of all the tears that are getting shot during that fight, and I think it lasts like a full minute as well. I'm actually just going to drop it on the floor real quick to make sure that I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah, exactly what I just said. It's that specifically and not really anything else, so... yeah, it's alright. It's pretty effective defense, so hopefully we can keep that for a while. But of course we do need to get a build, and right now, as good as the Turdy touch is at clearing out a room, especially if you have something like Polaroid or something like that, it's not great against the boss, and also it requires me to take damage right now, which is also not ideal. So hopefully things aren't going to be too complicated in that regard. We got an extra soul heart for our troubles, so that's nice. Should destroy every poop I come across as well. Also, I guess we already have 2 parts of the oh crap transformation, which is, to my knowledge, pointless as this character. So, you know, it's technically progress towards something that ultimately wouldn't really help me out in the long run, but still, it'd be nice to have. I suppose I wouldn't mind opening that golden chest either, but we'll see what we can get. A lot of poop-related things in this run. Golden poop? Like, there's 3 different types of poop in this boss room alone. There's one with a fly, 2 that heal red hearts specifically, a money one. Like, that's just, it's a feast for the eyes, is what it is. The only one I'm missing is the hallowed ground one, which really would make life a lot simpler here. Also, flush would be really nice to have, since it would insta-kill this boss, but unfortunately it is not to be. This is a little dicey, but we're getting the job done. Our damage is standard, which as the blue baby is at least kind of okay, so it's something. We're just doing our best here. I'll destroy the money poop in a second. There's options, I think, in my shop, so I wouldn't actually mind having that. Probably cannot afford it though, but we'll see, I suppose. In terms of going to Mother, I currently cannot actually afford to open the door since there hasn't been a key yet. And I think I'd rather have there's options, and also I don't have a choice, so yeah. The jar flies might have been the better choice there, arguably, but I think I don't mind the choice that I've made there. Even though jar flies is really nice. It's part of the Lord of the Flies transformation. It does spawn a lot of flies that help you deal with your troubles, so that's also rather good. But yeah, it's, yeah, it wasn't to be. Wasn't to be. Only had 15 coins and I had to make a choice, and hoping that my choice works out. That's Are You a Wizard? Which you can at least kind of control if you just shoot correctly, but it's not great. It's not great, is it? Because it's a lot more thinking than I'm used to. There we go. Only lasts for a minute, but if we are going to do Delirium, I am in a bit of a time predicament, I suppose, so I would rather speed it up as much as I can. And it's already run out, so no worries there. Hoping I can get this chest without taking damage. Nice, very good. But reasonably quick as well. 4 coins ain't bad. I guess I'll actually go into the curse room there as well with this hermit card. That's not bad. That's 2 bombs. And that's 2 more bombs. Well, One of them was good. So it's at least something at the end of the day, I suppose, but yeah, I wouldn't have minded a little bit more for sure. This is a little awkward with you being in the middle of all those pots, but hopefully you're not too bad. Still wouldn't mind getting at least 2 more keys. I mean, a free soul heart's obviously not bad either, but I'd love to be able to go into my item room, and I'd love to be able to actually go on the mother path if things just don't work out time-wise. Yeah, that was not a huge surprise there. I think I'm slightly too far away from the wall to guarantee that the secret room's not over there. No, it's not there. Never mind. I actually cannot even be there with that room layout right there. This room, if you just run towards the button quickly enough, I don't think anything bad can happen simply because it takes a second for those flames to start firing. So not too bad there either. The secret room cannot be over there. It might be next to the item room, you know? Yeah, it could actually be. Unless the boss room is above it, which would make it then impossible. But then I actually genuinely have no idea where the secret room would be, so hard to say. Hard to say for sure. Not sure if I want to go for devil deals, especially with the amount of health that I currently have. Yeah, it's definitely over here. Like, almost certainly. There you go. Probably should have waited until those enemies were a bit closer, but oh well. Like, the one reason that I'd have to go for devil deals right now is just because we have one guppy piece already, which is the collar, of course. And that could end up being fairly useful. We did get a second key. We got a luck up. We got 15 coins. So if there is actually something here, there is the Bible, which could be good. It's probably better than poop. It's something I'm more inclined to use than poop, and it is part of the bookworm transformation as well, so that's quite nice. That's another active item, which, well, not terrible. I mean, it's not that interesting. This is also part of the Seraphim transformation, the Bible, and that also means that angel rooms become a little bit more interesting. Plus, due to the fact that I just don't have that much health anyway, I don't think I want to bother with devil deals, so I might actually just go straight for angel rooms instead, just because it works out a little bit better. Time-wise, it's also not too bad to have the Bible available, since it does insta-kill Mom at the end of the day, and that does make life a bit nicer if we're going for Delirium. So, all in all, a lot of good stuff here. Extra health or money. 1 extra heart or money. Oh god, I'm actually, you know, tempted to go for the money, because I think, was there a soul heart in my shop? 1 sticky penny, unfortunately, but we can turn that. That's a lot more money than I was anticipating as well. I'm actually just real quickly going to check out the shop one more time, because if there is, yeah, there is a soul heart. So now we just got both instead of just one of the 2, really. So I think that was the better deal for sure. Let's just quickly go in here and get that first key piece. Hopefully we're going to get through that reasonably quickly. It's not dross, so that's at least a level of security. Curse of the Unknown is a little annoying. I'm actually going to use the Bible here, just to have these rocks be a little bit less tedious to walk around. And also, just so I can run away from these enemies a little bit easier. I really don't know how to dodge that rain. Like, how do you actually properly dodge that rain of tears? I actually have no idea. Never really looked into it. I've always just kind of hoped, and mostly it works. Full health. Need a bomb for that. Oof, that was a close one. Don't like this room. This is actually rather nasty with all the creep that is going to get spawned here, but fortunately the other enemies died quickly enough that that's hopefully not going to be a problem, but yeah, that creep can catch you off guard fairly easily. They can shoot in so many directions. And they don't, like, perfectly telegraph quite the direction they shoot in, so yeah, it's spooky times for sure. Oh god, what? Oh, a spider. I didn't even see him. That's unfortunate. Genuinely had no idea. I saw the other one, but I just completely blanked on the one being in the top left corner. Fair enough. Doesn't matter. Ooh, that's wafer though. That is some defense right there. That is double health pretty much, so, or at least in the later parts of the game. It makes even sacrifice room slightly interesting as this character. If you can combine it with scapular, it's actually a really nice thing to have for sure. There is a bomb available. So we can open that gray chest if we so desire, but we also do need some bombs for the the entrance to the caves at the end of the day. I will actually just go for this instead for now. And I'd say that was the right call because that had so many bombs that I don't need to worry about any more bomb troubles. I will blow you up as well. And get a key for my troubles. Very nice. And the secret room, not sure where it is, but I'm just gonna check this out. That is red stew. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna get that. Oops. And buy the battery as well, because I do need that charged up Bible, of course. Min. Might have been good to save that red stew and just redo this boss as the Lost as well, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to bother. That was so quick, though. Probably want to have this. Scapular or... Oh, probably this, actually. Not even worth the thought. This is probably going to be better than a scapular if this is going to be my active item, so I'll just take that. I'm assuming that the mirror room is over here, and indeed it is. Probably should have done the whole Lost thing first, but whoops. That's just the way it is. I really want to do the boss as this form, I think. That's really nice. Definitely don't regret getting that at the end of the day. We still have 2 more. Oh god. Also, this is just really nice. Okay, like that's what I mean with I need to learn how to dodge that, because that is going to be a problem one of these days. Health up, that's really nice as this character, because it is just an extra soul heart. Oh, there are some nasty rooms here as well waiting for us, but at least these enemies aren't as bothersome because we do have that flight from the Lost at the end of the day. I do know about the spider this time around, so that's nice. Also, they get slowed down by that item that I have from the angel room. Well, these enemies are a lot less troublesome when you have that, huh? Yeah, that's really good. That's nice. I wasn't actually aware how powerful this item even is against some of these enemies, but yeah, it's actually, it slows it down so much that it becomes irrelevant. That's really good. I'll take this for the health. Health. Okay, now I'm in a bit of a predicament due to the fact that I might just go for the Delirium route, actually, with this much defense. I think I'm safe for any Delirium fight, and I do feel a little bit more comfortable with the Mother fight than I do with Delirium. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. I have a decent amount of health. I have the wafer. Yeah. Damage-wise, we're going to be good for at least the next floor because of that red stew as well. So I think I'm just going to go for it. I think that's not a terrible idea. Immediately an item room, but I cannot open it, unfortunately, because of the lack of keys. God, even this thing isn't doing much of anything. That's nice. Devil card. We'll check this out for in the hopes of something good. Isaac's fork. Doesn't really do anything for me, unfortunately, because we are not a character with red hearts. Yeah. Even that got slowed down just before it hit, and it ended up saving my life, I think. It's actually so strong. Very nice. Yeah, and Red Stew is just carrying me through these floors right now because these enemies already die fairly quickly to a strong build. So I wouldn't mind killing the boss with it before walking back to get some of the extra items on this floor as well. Not sure if I should... I should get that golden key at least in case I find my shop on the way, I suppose. Yeah, my damage is lowering very quickly, so I don't really have time to think right now, and that is causing me to make some choices. And I think what I'm going to do is actually just go back to the item room real quick to just get that over with. Even though I just said something very different, but, you know, I've made my choices. I'll go here first. Ooh, that could be nice. There we go. Another 2 soul hearts. Health-wise, we are in such a good place. Probably Rotten Baby, right? Yeah. I don't really need the tier 8, and also Rotten Baby's amazing, so... all in all, that seemed like the better choice of the 2. Pausing the game every time just to give myself some extra time to think about this stuff as well, but some of these choices are pretty much made before I even have to think about them. So that's nice. Is there anything nice over here? 1 soul heart and a box of friends, but I don't mind keeping the Bible actually for a while. Just in case I do need a little bit of flight, but otherwise also just for the sake of those insta-kills at the end of the day. It does simplify the amount of time you need for stuff. So that is good. We're 12 minutes, Catacombs 2. I wouldn't mind going for boss rush, you know? Not actually doing boss rush, but of course just... yeah, I've already done boss rush. So really just for the sake of stealing an item from it and then leaving. But still, it is an extra item you get at the end of the day, and that can be good. With the Bible especially. Well, I guess I probably won't be able to use the Bible since I'll use it in the fight before it. But it would be nice to have flight during that just in case it is a particularly nasty place. I'm hoping that I hit the... Yeah, I was mostly going for the rock there for that extra money. But I was kind of hoping to hit the boss there as well. It sort of worked out. Not terrible. I'll take you. I'm guessing we're probably not going to get a planetarium. Maxed out tier 8, not bad. Damage-wise, we're still in a bit of a rough place. Like, the Reds 2 carried us for a while, but it is more or less going to run out if it hasn't run out already. We don't really have damage items right now, otherwise. So I would love... I mean, the Rotten Baby is definitely going to increase our damage a little bit, but we don't actually have a damage stat up, which is concerning me a little bit. So I'm hoping we can get something like that somewhere along the line. Just blowing up all the chests, and they all contain really nice things, so that's good. These enemies being slowed down is also just wonderful. It does simplify life so much when you can just keep wailing at them. That's I don't even really need that. I mean, it is still a little bit of a heal at the end of the day, I suppose, but only barely at this stage because we're almost at full health. Oh god, I'm gonna do that. Okay, it was worthwhile. Ooh. I don't think I want the knife for Delirium, but I really do like scythes. And it was also nice that it was the last chest to open as well, so I don't need to worry about that either. Yeah, that worked out really well. Scythes with their piercing shots and extra damage. It is a damage up as well. My tier 8 barely went down, which the scythes do have a tendency to do, but even that wasn't a problem, so that's good. So all in all, that was just really nice. It was just a really, really good item to get there. Do kind of hope we don't get a devil deal to open on this floor, so we can choose to get one on the next floor as well. That is Sprinkler, which actually isn't too terrible either for Delirium fight, I'm assuming. Probably doesn't hurt, at least. I will actually just use the Bible to get that golden key as well. Just in case we run across the shop here somewhere. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, indeed. It's not like we're using the Bible for anything else. Unfortunately, it was greed. We will get another shop on the Hush floor as well, so there's at least one more guaranteed shop. So at least we got a lot of money from greed here. Actually, like... a really large amount, which is fair enough, I suppose. I still wouldn't mind a little bit more damage, though. Like, right now, our only damage up is that, is those scythes. I would really love it if we could increase that a little bit more. I'm just gonna do the boss immediately in the hope that we can keep our devil deal chances as low as possible, but with a 67.5% chance, it does open fairly frequently, of course. That does nothing. When it's all slowed down like that, it's just nothing. That's wonderful. There we go. Yeah, fair enough. There wasn't really anything I can do about that, unfortunately, but that doesn't matter too much at the end of the day, I suppose. We'll just quickly explore just this last bit. Yeah, there we go. I knew there was something I forgot. It was the item room. That's part 2? No, this is part 1 in Lord of the Flies, isn't it? Don't think I've gotten another part of Lord of the Flies. I was thinking about getting one and when I saw that jar but couldn't afford it. I think that's really the only thing that happened. Okay, that's fine. If we hurry up, then we can get the boss rush item as well. We got 4 minutes, so we don't even really need to hurry up that much either, which is nice. But it is, I mean, it's a little bit of a hurry up, I suppose. We also still need to find a way to teleport out of there, preferably. Otherwise, it is going to take quite a while. That was not quite how I wanted to do that. 3 buttons, always good. Wow, all of them actually pretty okay. Could spend some time getting some soul hearts from that as well, but not really that interested. Would just waste a lot of time without really any true benefit, I feel, so maybe not. Probably could have avoided that damage as well. I'm just gonna take this. It is a pretty significant tears down still, but hopefully we can get some tears up items along the way. We have gotten a lot of those already though, but we do still have there's options, and that does increase the ability to acquire some of the tears up items that you get in boss rooms after all. There is a secret room next to this place right here. 15 coins, placenta, I guess. I guess I'll take placenta just for the fact of the extra soul heart. Seems like a kind of waste of time soul hearts in terms of trying to do things quickly, I suppose, but I didn't really give it that much thought, did I? Plus we get to see Tech 2 in action as well, so that's exciting. There we go. Didn't even take that long at the end of the day, but still, it was perhaps not exactly necessary if you really start thinking about it. If you really start dissecting it. Probably not required, but what are you gonna do? Running along, another greed. Well, we've seen all of these at least, so even though I'm still fairly sure that the shop in the very end is probably not gonna be a greed shop ever, it's still nice to be 100% sure. Didn't see the skull with the X on it, but maybe just missed it at the last room there because I didn't quite look at it very well. But let's just do a quick run and see here. Whoop. Trying to keep these enemies slowed down as much as possible. 2 more skulls. Oops. Taking some damage that I really don't need to be taking here. There it is. And a library as well, so that might... Is that the bookworm transformation? Not 100% sure. Not like that. Alright, so we can use the Bible to kill Mom. Alright. Don't think so. Yeah, I'll just leave these alone. Yeah, we can at least steal from the boss rush if need be. We won't have flight available during that choice, but that's fair enough. Hopefully that doesn't matter too much at the end of the day. Boop. Because of that. That's the Delirium portal. It's actually tempting, you know? What do I get if I don't take the Delirium portal right now? I'd have to do Hush. I'd miss out on 2 boss items, possibly 2 devil deals. Yeah, that's fairly rough, isn't it? Also a shop. How bothered am I about doing Hush? Not that bothered. Yeah, I don't think I have a good reason to go into this Delirium portal. Having said that, it would be interesting to try. Nah, I think I'm just going to do it the regular way. Because I think I wouldn't mind a little bit of extra damage for sure. Could have taken the negative if I really wanted to have that extra damage immediately. But I think the defense of the Polaroid is just really strong with this character in particular as well. So I'd rather just do it like this. Mom's perfume is scaring all the enemies away from me, so that's interesting. A lot of enemies as well. Quite dark. Wouldn't have minded the black candle, but unfortunately 2 of our shops were terrible. What can you do? That might be tinted rocks here. I can never tell in the dark, so we're just moving on. Just gonna make a run for it. We have to get to Hush within 30 minutes at the end of the day. Where is this? What is that enemy doing? Very frustrating enemy indeed, but managed to survive it. Hopefully we can get something good out of the remaining devil deal. That would be nice. Assuming we're only going to get 1 more devil deal. It's more just got a good feeling. I should keep this, I guess. I mean, having some fly spawn is kind of nice, but it doesn't really add that much at the end of the day. Come on. Like the flies are... They do kill enemies, but with the Rotten Baby there as well, already creating flies to begin with, I don't think it's that worthwhile. And I'm hoping that I'm correct in saying that. We just got a nice little soul heart from a poop there as well, so that's good. No concerns. I genuinely do think that this build would have been capable of beating Delirium. Mostly just because of the defense. I think the soul effect is going to be really nice as well. The Polaroid is going to grant a lot of shielding. The wafer is there to make sure we don't take that much damage. But I still don't mind having a little bit of extra. It does make life a little bit simpler if you just have a really good build compared to just a kinda good one. And if we can get something like Brimstone or something like that, that would just be really nice. Like range-wise, we're entirely okay as well, just because if we have that Tech 2 as well, we can just stay pretty much on the other side of the screen, but then again, our regular range is also not even that terrible. Even with that range down build we just took, it's still very manageable, I would say. So all in all, not immediately concerned. Nice. As long as... in the womb, if you just kind of bomb somewhere far away from the start, there's a chance. And this time it worked out. I like these odds. I like it when it works out. God, Mom's Perfume is actually making some of these rooms a lot safer as well, because all the enemies are scared of me because of it is combined with Tech 2 and it is just causing everyone to be afraid of me. Also the fact that all of our tiers are piercing, so we're just gonna hit stuff all the time. It's wonderful. Really nice. I have the exact right amount of keys right now as well for if we go to the Hush floor, so I should maybe keep an eye on that, I suppose. Since that could be a problem. Didn't get anything there. Got a little bit more tier 8, but no Devil Deal. Exactly as predicted. Because the moment you want 2 more Devil Deals, you're only gonna get at most 1. At most it'll be 1, but probably 0. But fortunately, with this character, we do not have a chance to lower that Devil Deal chance, so... unless we go for sacrifice room strats and make an angel room up here, I suppose. But that's really the only way I can think of to ruin our chances of getting 1 more Devil Deal. I guess I could look for the secret room as well. Maybe increase it by 5% more by blowing up a shopkeeper. Greed wasn't going to be in there because he's been dead multiple times now. And maybe that extra 5% would have helped out in actually getting that Devil Deal to show up, but yeah. I made my choices. They weren't good choices, but I made them. But we have wafer, so it didn't matter that I messed up that room either. Thank you, Google Home, for starting up. I need to throw that thing away. I'm not using it. But every now and then, the thing starts up and plays its like startup chime, and it's like, oh yeah, that's part of my life still. It has not worked properly in so long, but I'm too lazy to deal with these issues. That's really just... I shouldn't buy things. It's probably just for the best if I just don't buy anything. Maybe not this, though. Because quite frankly, after a while I get bored of it, and then it just... I never throw anything away. It's real... just a mess. I live in a garbage dump. That's more or less the summary of that story, but I'm sure I'll survive, even with that knowledge. These enemies are also not too scary if you have something that just slows down everything around you. It's actually so strong. I sometimes underestimate how powerful it actually is to just have enemies be really slow next to you all the time, because it is quite a significant slowdown. It's like old stopwatch slowdown. Just a little bit more aimed in one location, I suppose, but still, it's very powerful. Very much doing a wonderful job at keeping me alive, and I appreciate that. Should probably go for the big room. Also tempted to keep Mr. Boom at the end of this floor. Just because I don't really want to use the Bible anymore from that point on. I'm actually genuinely surprised it was the right direction. That's fair enough, I suppose. No worries. Also just noticed I didn't even, like, so many, like, browser windows I still had open. I just checked, like, is there, like, a stream playing in the background making sound that I was not aware of? But I don't think that's the case currently, so that's good. But it's a tough one. Maw of the Void. How much do I want to have Maw of the Void, realistically? Actually, a decent amount, I think. Having a second party conjoined obviously isn't too bad either, but I actually think this will do. Cursed Eye is in the secret room. I don't really have anything else of interest. Maybe super secret. Could have maybe used Mr. Boom instead of one of my 5 remaining bombs, but I've made my choice. Alright, let's see if we can get like 3 more soul hearts on this floor and then 2 ridiculous damage ups and like a cannon, and then we'll be good to go. Where does the stars take me? Does it just pick one at random? I guess it probably does. Alright, do I want a terrible item or not a terrible item? It's a tricky choice, but I've figured out a way to make it for myself. Ooh, okay. Honestly, surprisingly difficult choice. One is Bookworm and one is Incredible. Yeah, well, that choice became a little bit less difficult when I realized how good the other item was. Plus, it makes my laser green, so obviously it's the better one. Balls of Steel. Sure. How reasonable a day we're having today. This is just entirely okay if you ask me. Nope. Nope. Yes. I'll take that. Actually, I'll just keep that for the luck up, I suppose, since that's probably going to affect something. Probably, right? Alright. Let's just hang out over here. Shoot a bunch of cool, sticky, white fly and spider spawning tears at people. And these tears aren't even getting close to me. God, that is just a mess. Tech 2 with booger tears is a powerful force. It is doing the job. My tears don't even need to reach as long as I can just put these sinus infection tears all over the place. Look at how many it is. Some of the scythes are also those tears as well. Anything that you just see stick to the enemy at the end of the day is causing damage per second. It's so good. I even forgot I had Maw of the Void for a second there because I don't know. Also, the tear slowdown against this boss is so strong because it's so much. This is pretty good. This is a pretty defensive and offensive build at this stage. It's very capable of dealing with all my problems. The moment he's going to spawn enemies, they're just going to get destroyed by Maw of the Void as well, so that's not a problem either. It's all just very nice. It's all just very good, isn't it? Just gonna hang out over here and wait for the flies to spawn and then watch Maw of the Void destroy it all. Even these flies, that's actually kind of surprising that it's so effective against those flies since they're usually so tanky at the start, but yeah. Just evaporated. It's wonderful. Even his silly little tear attack that he shoots along the walls and things is probably not going to be as worrying if they all slow down so much that they won't reach their target anymore. Is this actually the best item in the game? Did I underestimate this item for so long? I didn't really estimate it, I guess, is more the thing. I didn't really think about it that much, but it's actually quite good at just this nonsense right here, so I'm pretty happy about it. I'm just gonna hang out over here. Not sure what this means with where I have to stand in order to actually dodge this attack, unfortunately. Since I think that does change a little bit and these tears are still at least reaching some places. And it's flying kind of all over the place as well, which is worrying me a little bit more than I'm perhaps showing off. But then again, we also have Wafer Polaroid full soul heart build, so I guess at the end of the day I'm not really that concerned either. I'm just gonna chill over here from a distance, shoot my Tech 2, hope for the best, maybe occasionally get shot by a laser, you know, just classic stuff. Maybe walk into every tier that is currently slowly flying through this room. Maybe there are some disadvantages, but they are small. Small disadvantages that are a little bit hard to traverse currently. Well, a little bit more and we should be done here, I think. Not sure if my tears are reaching anymore, but Tech 2 is, and that's good enough for me. Alright. Very nice. Onward we go. An actual Delirium run. For the first time in a while. It feels like a little bit ago since we've done a proper Delirium run, and this one is seemingly very capable, so I can appreciate that. wouldn't mind to be at full health when we do the boss, but also I'm probably just going to run into every single boss room that I see. Because, I don't know, I'm feeling it. I feel like that is not even a terrible idea. We're spawning so many flies as well. We could take lunch with us. We have an active item that's actually not immediately terrible. Still wouldn't have minded a gulp pill as per usual, but that's just, that's life. It's unlikely that we're going to find 5 gulp pills from this point on, but technically not impossible. We'll definitely get enough trinkets, I'd say, if we do the entire floor. But also that, I'd rather not do. I'd rather just kill Delirium and call it a day, really. Not overcomplicate life too much. To date this video a little bit more, I just want to play Deltarune. I saw that Chapter 2 came out, and I just want to play that, and this is the only thing stopping me from playing it currently. To just have a couple of these things ready so I can just dive in. And I'm hoping that I'm going to have a good time with that once I have some time to play it. Oops. Okay, but I do need to at least focus on this run until the very end, though. Let's not lose the run now, because I really don't... I'd rather just not worry about Delirium anymore. I'd like to be done with them. With this character, at least, because it's just a bit of a tedious boss to deal with, isn't it? Brainworm. I think I might want that as my final trinket. Because that is lovely. It does make aiming significantly easier. And that makes me happy. There we go. Maybe not. maybe not take that one. Let's go fight Delirium. It's not Delirium. It is a boss that's going to die fairly quickly. So that's nice. Yeah. Let's put us one step closer to conjoined. Oh my god. That's a floor layout right there. I'm pretty sure this cannot be Delirium, but I'm just going to do this one just because they're all next to each other. So that's at least kind of nice. I'll take this. Let's see if we can find a gulp pill. That's worse. That is so much worse. Oh no. That's something I don't particularly want to have happen during the Delirium fight. That's definitely conjoined. Let's hope this is not Delirium. I don't think it can be, because of how the room would have to extend, and it cannot go either up or down because of the boss rooms that are next to it without having to create a door in those rooms, so it almost certainly couldn't have been here, I suppose. So we're just gonna hang out over here with our I'm excited effect activating right now. Leave the room. What is this again? When getting hit, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just actually really nice. I recall this thing being really good as the Lost. But I think I only just recently unlocked this, didn't I? It's probably one of the reasons why I haven't seen it. I definitely wouldn't mind having Magician, though, for the actual Delirium fight, so rather than just not taking it at all, maybe I shouldn't take it with me? I had this weird thought that I had a pill in my hand, and then I just left. I just left it alone. I didn't care. I really don't want to have I'm excited active during the Delirium fight, though, so let's just explore a little bit more of the floor before we start going into boss rooms again, because that's going to be such a nightmare. It does not sound like a fun thing to deal with during that fight, so it's going to play it a little safe. During regular boss fights, I don't mind it too much, but Delirium, woof. Ah, it's there again, that's nice. Ah, there it is, it activated. Mom's heart. The other one. It lives. There it is. Figured it out. Are my tears bouncing as well from time to time? Because they are just going all over the place. Oh, there's the astral projection. Sounds like I might have died. I did not. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's Bookworm right there. Could turn that in a little bit more health as well if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to, I suppose. Think this cannot be Delirium either? Yeah. Oh, it's right. Brainworm is causing the bounces, of course, because of the whole trinket effect being what it is. It is kind of interesting how Brainworm and the other one, Conjoined, seem to line up together a lot. But maybe I'm always just going for both, and that's why that happens. But It's a little unusual how frequently those two have turned up together. Don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. It is a very good combination of things. Bloat. Since it does make all your tiers go in the right direction. Also, we just got Lord of the Flies, so I don't have to worry about creep anymore. I could get the Oh Crap transformation. That's exciting. Alternatively, probably I want to have this, though. And let's just keep going. Let's keep looking for those gulp pills so I can then not get 5 of them, because quite frankly there just isn't enough rooms left. Tears down, not great. Not a great experimental pill, but fair enough. Could pick up all this money. I have no use for it. And as such I will not. Is this a big battery? Experimental pill. Yeah, this is not going to be the gulp one, let's be real here. Honestly, I should probably just go back and get that mom's box for the +1 luck you get for holding it, but instead, I'm just gonna keep running because I think this will manage regardless. This will be okay. Kind of probably another experimental pill, really? I'd be good to get. I know Balls of Steel is in there. I know that's part of the pill pool. I've seen it. I'd like to get that one, please. Oh well. I'm just gonna keep running and not worry about it too much. It is what it is, I suppose, but it is always nice when you get good stuff instead of bad stuff. Like full health, that's quality right there. That's the stuff you need. That's the stuff of legends. If I had to pick a word to describe it. I mean, this technically counts, I suppose. At least I can eat that brain worm, so now I have it forever. It's kind of nice, I guess. Because now I don't have to hold it anymore. That's really the only thing, I guess, but still. Now I could pick another trinket. There is that poison shot trinket that's still somewhere on this floor that I keep walking past for some reason. Tears down. There's just so many ways I can make my tear rate worse just before the Delirium fight. Ah, wonderful choices. It's all coming together. I'm just going to do the rest of this floor, I think, because we've gotten to the point where... Well, quite frankly, this floor layout is ridiculous, but every room seems to have a room next to it for some reason. But at this stage, I might as well, I guess. There it is. That's the pill you want to see. Everyone's scared of me and my triple scythe laser shot. And I understand, it is kind of intimidating when you get that coming towards you, I suppose, but still. I just want to make a friend. I do think that I'm excited as worn off at least, so that's good. That's exciting. I'm excited about this excitement. Also, we are making friends with every fly in the world, so I guess that's also quite nice. Might make the Delirium fight marginally easier. Yeah. Let's go do it. Magician. With slowdown, is any tear? Yeah, tears are definitely still flying towards me. It does effectively little. I was gonna say nothing, but it's. I think little is the better choice because the tears are going away. But I do think they'll probably hit me if I. Yeah. Look at this speed with astral projection as well. He just briefly turned into a ghost, and then after a while. Everything's okay again. There appears to be a dead blue baby here in the room that's not doing anything. Cannot damage me. Yeah, right. That's probably fine. That's not gonna worry me or bother me anywhere during this fight, I'm sure. Oh, that's me, isn't it? Right, I'm the blue baby. That makes sense, because of the astral projection. Now I just have flight and things. Oh, there I go. Oh, is that just a free hit? That's actually really nice. I didn't know it worked that effectively. Huh. Neat. The things you learn when you astral project. I guess that's why it's also just really nice as the loss, because of that extra defensiveness. Look at that green death ball on top of that Delirium right there. That is just lovely. I'm a little disappointed by the effectiveness of the Magician card. It's probably already over, all things considered. I just got Balls of Steel again. This is such a nonsense build. It's such a complete a sod of a run, but still, whatever works. If the game wants to give me balls of steel during the fight from the item because I'm charging my item by killing the enemies that this boss is spawning, you know what? I'm not gonna say no to that. I'm entirely in agreement with such great ideas of the game. And pleased about these events. Plus it doesn't really matter because I'm nowhere near dead. Even though I'm pretty much just tanking this whole fight. I am not really actively trying to dodge here, no am I? I am just running into them because the wafer is already so powerful. Yeah, just kill him 100 more times. This is probably okay. We did it! We won the fight! Through sheer skill. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. That's at least one more thing done as the Blue Bab. The King Baby, terrible item, has appeared in the basement, ruining our shops just ever so slightly. And we have another bloody post-it note for yet another character. There's only so many characters that have Delirium left. Unfortunately, one of them is you, but still, that'll happen at a later time. But yeah, doing alright. It was an okay build. We no longer need to worry about it. Just need to do Mother and Greedier mode with this character, and that'll happen when it happens, but either way. I hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll do another run with a different character. And I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.